This series has been dodging one question since episode 1, and today we face it. Our racing game keeps everything that matters in Redis. Player 42's profile, the leaderboard, 10 million scores, all living in RAM. And tonight, in the data center, someone trips over exactly the wrong cable. The server loses power, RAM forgets everything instantly and completely. So here is the question. When that machine boots back up, what does Redis remember? Pause the video and make your prediction. Here is the honest answer. It depends entirely on a setting, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly which one to choose. Redis has two completely different tricks for surviving a power cut, and they mirror two ways you might preserve your own memories. Trick 1 is the photo album. At regular moments, Redis takes a snapshot of everything in memory and writes it to disk as a single compact file. This is called RDB. Crash, reboot, and Redis loads the latest photo, and the whole dataset reappears fast. But a photo captures one moment. Suppose Redis snapshots every 5 minutes, and the power dies 4 minutes and 59 seconds after the last one. How much is gone? Almost 5 full minutes of races, scores, and purchases vanished as if they never happened. A camera labeled RDB taking a snapshot of a glowing memory box full of data and filing it into a photo album on a disk shelf, while a clock shows snapshots at intervals, and a torn gap labeled lost shows the minutes after the last photo. Trick 2 is the diary. Instead of occasional photos, Redis writes down every single change the moment it happens, appending each write command to the end of a file. This is called the AOF, the append-only file. Player 42 finishes a race, and the command recording his score is already scribbled in. After a crash, Redis replays the diary from the top, rerunning every command until the dataset is rebuilt exactly as it was. If you watched our Kafka series, this should feel familiar, an append-only log of everything that happened, replayed to rebuild the present. One of the oldest and best ideas in all of computing, and here it is again, saving your leaderboard. A diary labeled AOF, with write commands being appended line by line as events happen, and after a crash, a hand replaying the diary from the first line into an empty memory box that refills step by step. But even a diary has a timing question. Writing to disk after every command is safest and slowest. The popular middle ground flushes the diary once per second. Worst case, a crash costs about 1 second of data, while keeping nearly all of that famous Redis speed. Safest, fastest, or the sweet spot in between. It's a dial, and you choose. One wrinkle, a diary recording everything grows forever, so Redis periodically rewrites it, compressing the history into the shortest version producing the same data, and the diary shrinks without losing a word of truth. So which trick wins? In practice, serious teams use both. The photo album gives fast restarts from a compact file. The diary fills in everything since the last photo. Together, a power cut costs almost nothing. But notice what we quietly assumed, one server. Even with perfect persistence, one machine that catches fire is still one machine. How Redis survives with a whole fleet and how it spreads 10 million players across it is next time, and the finale has a number in it you will not forget.